Welcome to my another comprehensive weapon review, this time on NSO's directive reload pistol, ARX Dirac. And you might ask, why am I doing a guide on a weapon that only 31 people has unlocked so far? Are you a psychopath? Well, although not many people has unlocked this pistol yet, all the grind isn't actually all difficult, as you have good Oraxium options such as U200 Harbinger, along with the common ball metal sidearms such as Commissioner, Underboss, Pilot, and Blackhand. Yes, I Oraxiumed Blackhand for this directive, and let's just say that I'm not really proud of how I got those kills. Well, because let's be honest, Sony Online Entertainment back in the day made this sidearm specifically for camping a guy standing still at the vehicle terminal. Because why else does it only have 4 rounds, which makes it very punishing against moving target? And why is its hipfire accuracy a lot worse than that of Commissioner, which with a 3.4 times scope makes CQC fights so painful? And besides, if it wasn't intentionally designed for, why did they make it so satisfying to kill a guy standing still at a vehicle terminal? Wait, I didn't mean to say that. Anyway, the point is, I don't enjoy camping a vehicle terminal. I just had to do it to finish the directive. But now that I completed it, I am done being called a Z2 playstyle. And I am done being asked, have you no shame? Because now that I have unlocked Dirac, I no longer need to do it. Come on guys, I'm not a psychopath. Anyway, so let me talk about this directive pistol. ARX Dirac is a weapon that is best described as a sniper pistol, where compared to its base weapon U100 Lasty, it has a smaller magazine size, but in return gains 3.4 times scope, better accuracy, damage drop-off, and muzzle velocity. Which sounds so oddly familiar. So here I am, back to the enemy vehicle terminal. And yeah, it's like I've never left. Anyway, when you're camping a vehicle terminal, it's important that you equip as much directive rewards as you can. Because when you are killed by a camper, first thing you think of is, what a noob! This guy has to camp a vehicle terminal just to get a single kill. But when this guy has a directive skins, you know that the guy is not camping because he's a noob, meaning that he's camping because he's a psychopath. And that is why this guy never stepped out of a spawn room ever since. Because, you know, I'd be scared too if I was getting camped by a psychopath. And the devs even put the yellow NSO sight as a default, which we all know only the psychopaths would use, just to really put the fear into the heart of Planetside. But thankfully, you can equip normal people's 2x or 1x sight on this pistol, because how am I supposed to aim with this horizontal line? Come on, I'm not a psychopath. And when you do have that normal blue sight, this pistol actually becomes very useful for stalker infiltrators. Because many times, when you go behind the enemy line, you find a guy who just completely lets his guard down. And you just really get that itching to backstab him. But he's standing too far away. With Dirac, you have this extra reach, so you don't have to hold down these infos like you normally would have to. And when you encounter a guy named Trash BSNC stranded in an open field, you can slowly torture him from a distance. Follow him behind anywhere he goes, and deny any redeploy attempts. And just when he thinks he finally gets away,
kill him.
Wait a minute, why am I using a yellow sight? Anyway, despite being a long-range pistol, Dirac actually is still usable at close range, as it retains the same DPS as its base weapon U100 Lasty. It just has 2 less magazine size, which you can easily compensate with an extended magazine, so you can stalk around Trash BSNC in a close range, just to send a message to him that nowhere is safe. Now, as I digress, It's not to say that the weapon is particularly strong at CQC, as the base weapon hasn't really been a standout weapon to begin with. But compared to a Black Hand which only has 4 shots and is hard glued to 3.4 times scope, ARX Dirac definitely feels less punishing if you are caught in CQC, and for me felt more well-rounded to carry around as a stalker infiltrator. So in the end, ARX Dirac is a weapon that caters well to both the psychopaths and stalker infiltrator mains, who probably are a psychopath deep down too. So if you are a type of person who puts walls around other people's face so they can't get out, or a kind of person who deploys Sandy inside a Tempest siphons so anyone who spawns there will be instantly electrocuted to death, you should definitely grind for this weapon.